What's up, my friends? I'm coming to you today from the Cherokee National Forest, and something I wanted to bring attention to. In my many treks up here, I often run into these illegal dump sites. Now, what you see behind me there, that's a bunch of burned out metal wire, and believe it or not, that's actually not bad considering what I usually see up here. I've run into massive piles of old used tires, furniture, just general trash. People come up here and dump this. They're too lazy and they don't want to pay the money to take their trash to an actual dump site. So they come up here and do it illegally in the National Forest, and to me that is just absolutely unacceptable. There are things you can do to be proactive and take the initiative on this. If you see this kind of stuff going on, report them. Get the tag number. They can face hefty fines or even jail time for this kind of stuff, and it needs to stop. And but I do have to hand it to the National Forestry Service. They try and keep up with this as much as possible. And there are a few sites that I pass on my way up here on my mini treks that I have noticed they've took it out of here. So kudos to those guys. They're doing the best they can, but they need our help. If they don't know it's there, they can't do anything about it. So just something to think about. And like this site right here, you can see behind me there's a stream flowing right by it. And you never know what's upstream. So this is why we filter our water, my friends. Somebody could have dumped something like this upstream and you could be scooping it right up into your water bottle and you wouldn't know about it. And who knows what kind of waste people are dumping out here. But I do believe it's our duty as conservationists and just being good people to put a stop to this. Take the initiative. Also, something you can do is pack some extra trash bags. Not only do we need to be proactive in packing out our own trash when we go out in the woods, but if you see something else somebody has left behind, pack it up, haul it out. You're there, you see it, you can make a difference right then and there by taking that out with you. And it's probably not going to be a real burden to you, and it's going to make your trip that much better knowing you made a difference. So with that being said, I'm going to move on up the mountain and we're going to hit the Flint Mill Trail today. And now that we got this ugly out of the way, let's see if we can experience some good, maybe a little bad. This trail's going to be a monster, and I'll see if my old butt can handle it still. So let's move on down the road. All right, we are here at the trailhead of the Flint Mill Trail. This trail is about 2.4 miles in and back, and it rises in elevation 1,374 feet. But at the top of the trail, there is a massive rock outcropping with some very gorgeous and rewarding views. Let's see if I can make it up to the top again and take a look. This is kind of a junction point here. I could have very easily lost the trail. You see this big dead tree has fallen over here, most likely over the winter, and it's pretty deceiving. You can see the trail goes up right there, but right back here in front of the tree, it looks like there's a little cutoff right here. This trail's not marked, but you can see it looks like it cuts right up through there, and I almost took that. If it wasn't for my memory of the trail and where it goes, I might have taken that by accident and got off trail very easily. And so far, the trail has been somewhat of a gradual incline. The trail's been very rocky in places, but it is still traversable. Now we're just past the tree, and as you can see, this is where we start going uphill, and it's going to be like this the rest of the way. Now for this right here, this trail, you're definitely going to need a hiking staff or some trekking poles to help with this incline. And I'll tell you one thing I forgot to do, stretch those leg muscles out. It's been a minute, and that probably could have helped me, because I can feel the burn. She's burning, baby. Holy crap. This is definitely the bad. I forgot how tough this trail is, honestly. And I've done a lot of these up on South Holston Mountain. This is the toughest one. So I'm really putting myself to the challenge today. You can see behind me, that's going straight up. And it don't stop until I reach the top. And I'm maybe a third of the way up. Let's see if you can get a look behind me. Yeah. Gotta keep moving. Hey, little fella. He's just hanging out beside the trail, watching me suffer and laughing the whole time, aren't you? I hear you. You can see the South Holston River Valley below me. About right there is the fire tower. That's about the only other place up here on this side where you can get up and get these kind of views. It's simply amazing. Okay, we made it. Now, Flint Mill Trail keeps on going that way, and it hooks on to Blue Blaze Trail 44. You can see the Blue Blaze Trail marker there on that tree straight ahead. But we are here at the overlook, and this is what we came to see today.
So we made it. That was a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. So a little bit about Flint Mill Trail. I would definitely rate this one as an advanced or difficult trail, and that's a lot of that is due to the fact that probably a good 2/3 of the trail or more is straight up in places. There's no bones about it. You're coming straight up the mountain. You're climbing about 1,374 feet in elevation, and this is the highest point of the trail. It kind of levels off from here on out and goes on up a little further, but this is what we came here for, which is these grand views behind me. And the trail does keep on going a little bit further, and it hooks on to Blue Blaze Trail 44, which runs along the peak of the mountain there. And there is a back way in if you don't want to tax yourself too physically coming straight up this mountain on this side. And that route would be via Elizabethan and Stony Creek. You come up Panhandle Road up to the top where the fire tower is. There's a parking area there where you can leave your vehicle, and just below the fire tower there's a Forestry Service access road. It's a bit overgrown, but for the most part that road is good and level, and it's a little bit further in distance than this, so it's going to be a little bit more of a time suck, but it's definitely a little bit more manageable physically if you want to take that route. And you would just follow that fire access road down and then take a left on Trail 44 here. And a few things I would recommend if you're debating on tackling this trail. You're definitely going to want some mid or high ankle support type hiking boots, heavy duty preferably, with some good tread. You're going to need them. The trail's very rocky in places, and honestly I would not recommend hiking up this side right after a rain, or if the trail's wet, muddy. It could be pretty treacherous in spots. If you take a spill, you're going to keep on rolling for a while, and it would definitely add to the difficulty by far, so something to keep in mind. But all in all, I would not let the difficulty of getting up here scare you away from taking this hike. As you can see behind me, the reward is well worth it. You can just see everything from up here. You can see the entire Tennessee River Valley, Bristol. You can see Bristol Racetrack. The view is just amazing, and there's a reason I've told my kids, you know, when I leave this earth, this is one of the places I want my ashes scattered. And this is just an awesome place up here on top, and it's well worth it. With that being said, I'll go ahead and take my leave, and I want to thank you guys for joining me today on this trek, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button, and remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell, hit that notification bell for future content. When I post something, you'll know it. I'll go ahead and make my way off of here, and thanks again. Till next time, keep climbing that mountain.